I ended up getting this. I ended up getting this entire system. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Samantha and I am the Luxe Wife, and welcome back to another amazing home video. This past couple of weeks you have seen me redo my closet from top to bottom, as well as give you guys an amazing closet tour. If you have not seen it, you definitely want to go ahead and check that video out prior to watching this video. But this video today, we're getting into the nitty-gritty of what y'all want to know. Samantha, how much money was spent to achieve this closet? Because I want it and I want it now. So that's what we're doing. We're going to sit down. We're going to talk about everything that was spent, how much I was spent. And if you watch to the end of today's video, you're going to be actually even more shocked, because it's a catch to it. It's a catch to it all, okay? And I'm talking about a good catch. If you are new here, if you found me from my closet tour, I am so happy and I'm so blessed to have you a part of this journey. But today we get to talk numbers. We get to talk numbers. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into today's video. The important thing here is that I have my phone, so we're not finagling on any pricing. I'm gonna let you guys know exactly what I spent. So let's talk about it. This 6-door glass unit is so gorgeous, okay? And when I designed this closet and what I wanted for the space, I said I wanted something to fill the full wall, and it did just that. It comes exactly with everything that you see, okay? It comes with all of the glass doors. It also even comes with the gold pulls. And the drawers at the bottom also comes with the gold pulls. I know sometimes people like to say like, hey, but what about the clothing rod? Did you have to do anything additional? No, they also even came with the clothing rod. Now, I would have loved for the clothing rods to be gold, but unfortunately, fortunately, it is what it is. That's an upgrade we can do at a later date. We can even spray paint them if we decide to with a can of spray paint, okay? So for this unit by itself, this unit was just under $770, okay? And again, it is 90 inches in length and it is 74 inches in height. So you're gonna get exactly what you pay for. And so again, it comes with all of the doors. It comes with all of the shelving also inside of the cabinet. Now, I will make a disclaimer and you'll kind of see out at the end how it all ties back. But it comes with 4 shelves, okay? So you're only going to get 4 shelves. Now, yes, it looks like I have more. If you want more, long story, short story, you can go to your local Home Depot, your local Lowe's, any home improvement store that actually cuts wood or even cut glass, and you can add additional shelving on here, and that is going to maximize your shelves, okay? But if we're just sticking to the basics and the basic of this unit, you can get this identical unit for just under $800, okay? The identical unit, exactly the same. Now, over on this side of the closet, it's pretty much the baby version of this system here, okay? Now, this one is going to be 49 inches in length, and again, it's going to be 74 inches in height, and you're going to get exactly what you bargained for when it comes to this. Now, this is only 2 glass doors. As you see, this shelving on the side is 100% exposed, so no, there is no glass door on this one, but again, that's okay because I do at some point love to have something exposed. I've shared before on each video that I would have loved to have a unit that did not have these glass doors, but when we get down to the end of pricing, you're gonna be like, girl, handy here, okay? So again, this unit, the glass doors as well as the pulls, it came. And I did not mention, these doors are soft close doors. So yes, the hinges for soft close also came with every single door. So that was not an upgrade that I had to pay for or anything like that. Now, this system was in fact purchased from Wayfair, okay? I have went through, I don't know how many pages, how many different websites on what to purchase, what to buy, what not to buy, and it it just wasn't doing it for me, okay? I've had the IKEA system, I've had the track system, I've had almost every system. I've even had the bookshelf hack, okay, that you guys have seen. And honestly, this is by far my favorite, okay? And this one is in between pricing of all of them, and this one is by far my favorite. Now again, because this is a space that we rent, we can't really do anything too much with lighting and change lighting or anything like that in here. But for the most part, when it comes to just this unit itself, this one is just hanging, and again, it comes with the clothing rod as well. So again, that was nothing additional that I had to add on or anything like that I had to pay for. This unit itself was just under $500. I want to say maybe around $425, $445 for this particular unit, okay? So all in all, we're at $1,000, just over $1,000 before taxes with just these two units, okay? Now everyone's favorite piece in this closet is this island, and I can admit this is my favorite piece. It's just so gorgeous. It elevates the space, it gives you so much for the space, and I mean, how could I not add it on? When I initially said I was redoing my closet, I knew I wanted something in the center. I didn't know if I wanted seating or what exactly I wanted. But when my mind came across the idea of an island, I knew I wanted something that was going to be different and something that was going to stand out. Now this particular island, yes, it's going to cost you just under $400. Let's just say around $385. This is what this island is going to cost you. You're going to get the glass top. You're going to get the glass shelf. You're also going to get the 4 drawers. This whole system is 55 inches in length. It is 36 inches in height. And it's just about right at 29 inches in depth. So it's a pretty solid unit, okay? And it's worth the price because it is incredibly heavy, okay? So all in with taxes, walking out of the door, I spent $1,525.22. So $1,525.22 for this entire closet that I have, from the wardrobe as well as the island. $1,525.22. Let's talk about how you can save a little bit of coins with Wayfair. Now Wayfair always has some type of promotion going on. This particular time they had an extra 15% off. So essentially it took off the taxes of what this was going to accumulate to, and that's how I paid the $1,525. Now for $1,500, I've spent more and I haven't gotten nearly as much, okay? So for $1,500, I thought this was just the best. This was just top of the line, something that I am going to love time and time again. Okay. Now that we have gotten this out of the way, let's talk about some of the add-ons that I did in here that kind of like elevated it for me, that just brought some stuff into the room that I just absolutely love. Now on top of the island, I do have a faux marble tray as well as some flowers, candles, and reed diffuser. The tray was purchased from Amazon at just under $11. The flowers and the vase were purchased from Walmart at just, let's just say $20 for both of them. And then the candles were purchased locally at stores ranging from $5 to $10 for the candles. And then I just have this cute little trinket of a mirror with LED lighting that I purchased for $7.99. Yes, $7.99, just to go into the space and just to add a little bit, I don't know, just to add a little bit when it comes to the island, okay? Now in my island, I do have it very much laid out and displayed tastefully, okay? It is done with taste. Now let's talk about some of the add-on things that I did to this island that just took it up a notch. So the first drawer on this island is obviously see-through because the top is glass. So I went ahead and organized it to the best way possible by using organizers, jewelry organizers, watch organizers, sunglasses organizers. Now the watch organizer I already had. I've had for years. That cost me $19.99 on Amazon. And keep in mind, yes, everything will be linked in the description box so you guys have 100% access to it to check it out, okay? And then The organizers on the side, there were 2 that I bought that were $9.99 each, and then there was another one that I bought that was $13.99, and then the sunglasses one was $18.99. I remember because I said I don't want to spend $18 on this. I did in fact spend $18.99 just for the sunglasses, but the other ones were $9.99. To get this particular look, $70, and I think it looks so good. That was an add-on that I thought was necessary for the space, especially considering that it was going to be something that you would always see walking into the space. Now just behind me, I have this really pretty Prada oversized portrait, and I think it's just so gorgeous. Now this was purchased locally. If you decide to purchase something like this, if you can find it, I doubt it, on Amazon. This is more something you would probably find like on Etsy. It's definitely going to cost you, I've seen them over $100, $200 for a portrait of this size. I actually purchased mine from a local Burlington's. Don't sleep on Burlington's, okay? Some people do not like to shop there and go in there, but I told y'all, I like nice stuff, but I also like reasonable stuff too. Everything does not have to be expensive to look nice. And this is one of those things that I spent $34.99 on, and it's just so gorgeous. It just added an extra little bit to the space because of course I call this my luxury closet. Of course some people may feel like, oh, it's not luxury, that whatever. This is luxury to me, okay? This is very much a dream to me, okay? So this was purchased for $34.99 at my local Burlington, and I just could not. It was the only one. Put it in the cart. Just directly beside it, I have a side table, which was also a marble side table, which was also purchased from Burlington. That was $44.99, and yes, surprisingly, the table was more than a portrait, but that was a $44.99. But walking out spending $80 on those 2 pieces, to me, it just did it for me. I just felt like sometimes you just need those pieces, and that was one of those pieces. Okay, now the faux plant, the faux greenery that's on top of it, that was purchased from a local Ross for $19.99, and baby, I did not want to spend $19 on it. I'm gonna be honest with you, because I felt like I've gotten nicer and done nicer faux plants at a more affordable price. But when it came into the space and it all came together, it just looks so good. I loved everything about it. Now immediately beside it, you guys know that I do have my chair. The chair, the pillow, as well as the throw. All 3 of those items were also purchased from Ross, and the chair was just under $150. The pillows came in a 2-pack for $19.99, and then the throw was also $19.99. And you know, to be honest with you, it's not actually a throw. It's more of a rug, but I love the thicker texture of the rug. So I was like, this, I'm gonna make this work. And then one of the final pieces that I added in here that obviously did not come with the system is this valet rod. I just think that every closet needs a valet rod because it just makes that much more sense, honestly, because when you're getting dressed, when you're putting your things out of the closet, you want to be able to set them somewhere, and then sometimes putting them on a chair or couch or seating, it just doesn't make sense. You want to be able to actually see what you have hanging, and just being able to have something here and hang something accessibly just makes that much more for the space. Now this particular valet rod was $25.99 on Amazon, and honestly I thought that was a great deal because I paid more for the valet rods that I had before, and I honestly love this one better. And of course, because it's gold, it's my favorite. Okay, it is 100% my favorite. So yes, now that's all of the add-ons that I did additionally myself out of pocket. Now let's sit down, let's talk about a few things so you can really see at the end of the day what I actually spent all in. So when we talk about all of the add-ons that I did outside of the closet system, so we know the closet system was $15.25. With all of the add-ons, I spent an additional $430 to get my closet up to where it's at right now. And I believe that was an incredibly great deal. If you guys have ever wondered in IKEA or any places that has modular closet systems, they are incredibly expensive. I'm talking 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 on up thousands of dollars. And even with IKEA system, yes, they're nice and it can start out small, but once you start adding glass shelves, glass doors, drawers, glass drawers, organizers, it gets pricey, okay? And just for a small system would cost you over $2,000, and that's without adding any additional elements, okay? Now I did not count any mirrors or anything like that in here because I've had my mirror for forever, so that wasn't something I decided to, of course, add into this video. But yes, now let me tell you about the kicker of this closet system, okay? Now I was guaranteed, of course, a 2-day free shipping when I purchased it, and remember I got that 15% off, so that's how I got it for $1,500. But unfortunately, one of the boxes to the unit took an additional like week or so to get in, so they had to send me a replacement unit for me to get this system up and together. And fortunately on my side, we actually benefited from it. So because of that, I had to open up a case with FedEx because initially they could not find where our package was, which was a little bit heartbreaking. And then I had to basically wait around to hear from this person to that person to where my package is, because I can see if it was something small. But again, these units are tall. We're talking about 74 inches tall, so the box was at least 75, 76 inches tall, so you can't just lose something that small. Now obviously I'm not naive in understanding that the warehouse is oversized and you have a bunch of packages. Trust me, I'm not naive to that fact, but I know things happen. But because that did happen, Wayfair was very apologetic, and they understood the circumstances and they credit me back a good 40% of what I spent. You heard that right. Yes. So for essentially, I ended up getting this entire system under $1,000. The system as well as the island. Now you tell me who baby, lose something else, FedEx, lose something else, you know, because I just know that I would never be able in a million years to be able to get something this nice at that price. That's why I said when I get down to talking about what was spent, baby, give me the glass doors, give me the gold handles, give me the gold pulls on the drawers. This system is incredibly gorgeous, and knowing that what I actually spent at the end of the day, knowing that I literally essentially I got a blessing of a lifetime, I am just so grateful. Okay, so it kind of made up for me getting the additional purchases in here, like the chair, the side table, the beautiful Prada portrait on the wall. It just made up for me adding those final touches in here, and I'm just so grateful. Okay, so now that you guys have seen my closet system, you know exactly how much I have paid. If you are in the market for a closet system that obviously you want to spend less for, under $500, under $300, I will link that video so you can check that video out. If you're in the market of spending something under $1,500, everything in this closet will 100% will be linked. If you're in the market for spending something over that, over $2,000, the IKEA, the track system, I also have a video that I can link for you, so that way you can check that video out and you have your options laid out for you. I feel like it's my job, my duty to be able to provide a service to you, to be able to help you in ways that sometimes you don't want to go digging for. You just want somebody to be able to tell you and be honest and tell you these things. So that's why I'm here. I want to be able to continue to be honest with you guys, continue to show you like this is who I really am, because sometimes I get comments and people like, she's not who she really is, and I'm just like, well, who am I? Because who am I, you know? I am a full-time wife, I am a full-time mom. Those are jobs in itself, and if you want me to add on a job of acting that I don't get paid for, Unfortunately, fortunately, it's just not a part of my plans. It's just not a part of my plan. So this is who I am. I want the negative ones who feel like when they see videos they have to leave negative commentary. Like a lot of us, some of us, there are a handful of us who the life we portray is the life we live, okay? And I'm not trying to portray a life that I don't live. You see how I'm living, okay? This is what it is. This is who I am, you know? I will tell you all the time, don't spend unnecessarily if you don't have to. Work with what you have. Save this video for later. So when you are ready to do something, I don't ever want to come off as I just have a perfect life and everything is just all perfect. It's far from that. It's far from that. The YouTube, yes, you guys are like a breath of fresh air. I get to be able to just talk about something that I love until I'm blue in the face and not feel any kind of way about it. I love talking about home decor. I love talking about increasing your home. I love talking about the thing that costs you the most in your life, which is your house. And if it's your house, make it your place of peace. Make it enjoyable so you enjoy coming home to your home every single day. Creating an experience for you, creating an experience for your significant other, creating an experience for your children, so that way they always have memories to grow up on, you know? But I'm sorry, we off on a tangent. But in all, with my discount from Wayfair, I spent under $1,600 to achieve this beautiful, under $1,500 to achieve this beautiful closet. I am forever grateful. And you know, when they decided to credit me back, it was like, I wasn't asking for that. I was just asking, hey, this is the situation. They don't know where my stuff is, so at this point I don't want to have to order another system and I have to be charged for another system until I return a new one. You know what, I just didn't want to go through the process, and I think she understood, and I know she felt the sincerity in my heart that I was really being genuine and I was being patient and I understood the process. So that is that. But guys, this is my closet. I love it. This is my new place. This is my new safe haven, and I am so grateful. Welcome. It seems like every year lately I have been doing a closet tour, but for the next couple of years you'll just be seeing me cleaning up in here, because it ain't gonna be no new closet, nothing. Okay, nothing, Nathan. But guys, I'm so glad you have made it to the end of today's video. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I will answer whatever it is that I missed. Everything is linked. I got plenty of questions where it was from, which I've already stated, Wayfair. I got plenty of questions of why did I upgrade, because my old one was just tearing apart. And I got plenty of questions of, did it come exactly like that? Yes, you just got to put it together exactly like this. You just have to put it together. I saved tons. I'm so grateful. But guys, until next time, until next video, thank you for joining me on my closet series, and I will see you guys later. Bye.